Recording.
Oh,
So this isn't really the best of circumstances right now. What happened was we entered the temple to remove Jubei's curse, and we walked down like sets of like stairs and stuff, and we continued for a really long time. And we were looking around the place, and I found like a door or something. It wasn't really a door. I don't know what it was. Well, we first triggered a trap, of course. That was really bad. We almost died. Um, Opened the door, and there was this like chest and stuff. We did a lot of things to it until like I decided just to walk in, and I was offered like cards, I guess, and I picked one, and it felt kind of weird. I felt like I could use it later for something like fate changing. I don't know. It was just really weird. We continued on our way until we reached a giant circular chamber. Also almost dying again by a trap. Thanks, Satoshi. And we made it to like a circular room, and we had to do this puzzle kind of solving thing. I believe we got it wrong the first time, which summoned like a gigantic, like armored person, and we fought it. It turned into a giant gorilla or monkey or ape, I don't know. And I beat it down, and we killed it. People were really hurt though, and we finally got the puzzle right by standing in like the circles and stuff. Then we continued on, and Yubei went to one of the two rooms that were there, and it's kind of shielded shut and stuff. And then Satoshi was like, "Oh, I want to go like sit down with like my katana or whatever I have, and just be like, oh, I want to sacrifice myself for my best friend, and be like, I'll take on the curse and the burden, and then like, whatever to do after that happens." And I was like, "No, that's a bad idea." As well as Ayla got really scary and started lecturing him. He tried to escape, but luckily Esteban counterspelled, and I was like, why don't I just try to do something? And I teleported myself into the other room, and I hoped that I could fix this with my wish or card or whatever thing I have. And I'm currently panicking right now, and I don't know what to do. Please help me. The end.
Okay.
It just did a little thing called rewriting reality.
oh no.
Reality is often disappointing.
I mean, this is not really the best of circumstances, but it could be worse.
This is a lesson that everyone's about to learn.
I mean, it's a lesson that like everyone kind of learns. It's not really that, it's kind of been bad lately so far. So I wouldn't understand why I wouldn't have learned it before.
Alright. So, as was discussed briefly earlier, I have come up with 3 branches that may occur. I actually thought of more, but I'm going to keep it to 3.
Oh, the other ones.
I'll discuss those later.
Oh boy.
Hooray!
How many are good? How many are bad?
There's a good, a neutral, and a bad.
That's what I figured. Yeah, good, neutral, bad.
Okay.
We've got a 1 in 3 chance of something good happening, 1 in 3 of something happening, and 1 in 3 chances. Oh my fucking god, something happening.
Indeed. So, Everin,
Mhm.
as to keep my fingers off of this as much as possible, I'm going to have you roll a d6. Now, if you want, you can use that advantage to roll 2d6 and pick one of the two. I'm not going to tell you what they do until after you pick.
It doesn't do anything. It doesn't help me.
Gives you an option.
An option? No. Can you at least give me a tiny hint or something?
Well, why don't you at least tell them the bad number, Nano? They don't get the neutral, but you can tell them the bad. How about that as a compromise?
Nope, no compromises.
Okay, you might as well just roll that, Aries, because picking's not going to help you.
So you can just do a single d6 if you want.
1.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Was it the good or was it which option was it? Can you at least tell us before?
Pretty
Before
sure
what?
it's the bad.
Before anything happens.
Well, what normally happens when you roll low?
I
Can I
mean,
use
that
my
actually depends on. That could be a good or bad depending on what game you're playing, Nano.
I know.
I know, but would you be sadistic enough to make it a 1, a good thing?
I could
I
be.
mean, it could be. I mean, even in D&D, there are times low rolls get you the good things. So.
An intervention.
I don't think Nano's gonna tell us until it happens.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No.
He's just laughing because he can. I would think it's funny if he used like the neutral as like low, just because of the fucking oddity of it.
That could be the case. Now, Everin, if you want to use your advantage
Oh
to
my
re-roll
God.
it based off of my reaction to it, you can.
Can I do a meta check?
A meta check?
To check how like my meta knowledge just to like see if I can perceive through the DM's falsehood.
Oh, you're gonna use your shatter point?
Huh?
Go through the It's a Star Wars thing. Go
I
through
would
the fourth wall.
yes, I would like to go through the fourth wall and see if the DM might be tricking me or if this is the good or bad option. Can I
I'm gonna
roll?
need a IRL insight roll.
Okay, I can go get my dice right now. Is that something I need to get?
No, I'm joking with you.
I guess we'll make sure it's not the good one and then re-roll to a bad one.
Yeah, can I roll like a meta knowledge check?
That doesn't exist.
We can make discoveries and new things and opportunities. What do I have to give you?
We're back to
let the
bargaining.
fates lie.
We're back to bargain. Yeah, the 5 stages of grief all over again.
You let the fates lie.
What do you want? What do you want? You want half her soul or something? What do you want?
No souls are needed. You got a card, you used it. I just want to know if this is what you're sticking with or if you're using the advantage.
I mean, can I do like an outside kind of like sus check on you or something?
What?
Like,
You might as well just accept it and let's see what happens.
at least I want to try. If it's something
Adam's
bad,
not
I'm
gonna-
about to cry right now. I hate you.
I mean, putting myself in your shoes, I think I would feel worse if I got the good one and then re-rolled to a bad rather than just getting the bad right at the bat.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll stick with it.
That's just my opinion, but do what you want to do.
It's a really good advice, and thank you. I'm still gonna cry if it's the good option. I want to have you know.
Okay, what do we got, Nano?
So, as you're all freaking out, everyone uses the card. Excuse me. And there's a bright light that shines, blinding everybody. And you all, sans Ebrin, lose your memory as time rewinds about, I would say, 5-10 minutes prior, as the rooms are there before you empty. Jubei isn't in a room at the moment. Only Evan remembers what happened as a new timeline is split off. Welcome to the neutral option.
I knew it. I knew you'd be that way.
Wait, doesn't this just mean everything will replay the same, except...
Everin has foreknowledge this time, so Everin can make changes.
Yep.
I immediately punched Satoshi.
What was that for?
You liar! I know what you brought us here for. You're gonna.
What are you talking about?
I know what you're going to do.
What? Everin, what is going on? What, Satoshi, what is she talking about?
I have no
lying
idea.
here.
She just attacked me.
You've been lying this entire time.
About what?
You're going to sacrifice yourself, aren't you?
Don't know what you're talking about.
What? I know
Okay,
what
at
happened.
that exact moment, Satoshi looks, or Jubei looks directly at Satoshi. Satoshi, is what she say true?
He doesn't look directly at you. He just kind of looks at the rooms a moment. You've known him long enough to know what that means.
Damn it, Satoshi! Jubei kind of walks up to him. And when were you planning on telling us this?
I didn't plan on telling you it all until after the fact.
Oh, I see. So, I was not supposed to have any say in this matter, was I?
You didn't have a say when you got that curse either.
Jubei kind of just glares at you and kind of furrows his brow at Satoshi. He's like, Satoshi, what good is removing the curse going to do? You want to be transfer this over to you. You wish to be the one to suffer with this.
I did not plan to suffer long.
I see. Jubei kind of looks at everyone. Is that platform still available?
What platform?
The one that lowered everybody down so we can be... So basically, Jubei's trying to see if there's a way we could be, get some privacy.
Yeah, I mean, it's still there.
Wait, what even happened? Why do you know these things? Why are we... Looks over towards Everin.
You know the
What
card
just
that I found?
Vaguely. Wasn't really
Appar-
paying attention.
Apparently, this is not exactly what played out the first time.
Wait, what do you mean the first time?
And what do you mean this time?
You were going to sacrifice yourself, Satoshi, after Jubei went into the room. You tried to go in there, Esteban stopped you, and I put myself in there instead of you.
So that card could, control time or something?
It changed fate. It changed what was going to happen. I reversed time. I don't know how, but we're back to square one now.
Do you still have it?
No, I don't.
So we have a do-over.
And we're not allowed to grab another card, correct?
Satoshi, this room of yours, I can only assume my first guess about this place was correct, that this transfers the curse to the other.
Satoshi sighs. Yes, it was all I could find.
Fine. That is great. Okay. Does the second person have to be a willing recipient?
I do not know. It did not say one way or the other.
So you are saying you are going to sacrifice your life here when I don't know we could have grabbed a fucking criminal to do this?
Well, that just is... What right do we have to do that?
That's still kind of fucked up, Jay.
Looks over at you. I don't mean just like a pickpocket. We kill people literally all the fucking time. Realistically speaking.
Don't know if Esteban's actually killed someone.
He almost killed Ayla. Tips from T.
I would like to reiterate that Esteban has not actually killed someone. He has possibly led people to their death.
Didn't Esteban kill some orcs?
Esteban wasn't
people.
there with the orc. Oh, Esteban was...
No, he was there with the orcs, I thought.
Oh, was that? I thought that was Cinder. Oh,
Maybe that was
wait.
Cinder. I can't remember.
Oh my god.
Where did the fireball come from? Because I remember the fireball being the orc.
Yeah, that was your card.
Victor did the fireball. No, Victor did the fireball.
Oh, I think
Oh wait, it was
no.
the cards. I think it was in the cards.
No, Esteban was there.
Yes, it was Esteban killed orcs. Orcs are people. You killed people.
Yeah, you actually killed a child, like a few children orcs, by the way. That was the collateral.
Also, Zytha was there, so that's also where Fireball would have come from.
Yeah, we had a lot of fire that day.
You brought the heat.
But yeah, so Esteban has killed orcs, thus people. You might not have killed humans, but in the fantasy world, that doesn't mean much.
Yeah, I don't know if she's ever considered orcs as like are orcs considered usually very hostile, evil creatures
You mean
In
also
this part of the
children
world.
and or babies.
in this part of the world? They're like goblins. Like
On the other side of the world, they're a little more civilized over there.
I mean, your parents are literal vampires, so
yeah, but my parents are mostly good people.
yeah. You see what the point though is like you're saying is like yeah, but orcs are traditionally bad, so that's okay. Says the person whose parents are vampires.
I mean,
Yeah.
even,
Like I said, my parents are like on the good portion of the whole. Yes, the entire country is fucked.
yeah, I mean, even if a character's like killed one or two people, they could still be against killing
Yes.
for the most part.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
exactly.
I'm just saying,
I'm just
Esteban has
saying.
killed. I'm just saying, Esteban has killed.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. He is mostly against. Well, doing that, but
Davi is nodding her head in agreement to Jubei's plan.
I don't know.
Look, it's not like he's saying let's kill an innocent person,
Anyways,
but
I mean,
literally,
Davi
we've
would
been
say that.
But
we've been battling. Yeah, Davi would go for the innocent. Like we've been literally like. Anyways, back to like it was like we have literally been battling the worst fucking people in the world.
I've
That's the
mostly
thing,
dealt with undead.
That's the thing, though.
Elementals.
Whoever gets transferred will turn into a monster.
Right, but what are we saying is, what about an animal?
So
Sure,
you want to put
it's-
a deer in there.
I mean, it. Sure, if it works.
I suppose we could make the attempt. I don't know what a demon deer combat would be like, but I'm down for game. I have a feeling it's less likely to work, to be honest, but at the moment, what other choice do we have?
And my alpaca.
You want to send in your magical creature to be demonified into a creature of destruction?
Maybe you'll still let me ride it.
Jimmy just kind of opens his mouth to say something, closes it, and just shakes his head.
Davi gives Jubei a look like, are you really that surprised?
That's why he didn't say nothing.
You see that everyone's trying her best, like she's half crying right now. She's shaking. She's kind of scared what she witnessed right now, and she's trying to make herself feel better by making lighthearted comments.
Anyways, he turns back to Satoshi. In any case, Satoshi, if you had told us exactly what was going on, we could have planned. We could have made a better decision, as opposed to you just, as nice as the case may be, sacrificing yourself for me is the last option at best.
That's something really mean to say.
Also, Davi's gonna
You
like
hear
keep
that,
an eye to make
Davia?
Mason run.
Satoshi's the last. That means you're before him.
Does he say that?
That's me. That was my mean comment.
Because I was gonna say if he said that, Davi would just be like, "Oh no, we should throw him in now."
Shoves him in there.
Off you go. Goodbye.
Like the ball rolled down the hill all over again.
We waste the card for nothing.
Look, all I'm saying is there are other ways we can attempt to do this before
And
we...
if that doesn't work, what if it does need to be a willing person?
Jubei will look at the rest of the party. I want you all to... Would you all mind going downstairs? I wish to speak to Satoshi alone.
So downstairs.
We took the elevator to get the platform to get up here.
Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't really call that stairs. It's a lower floor. But you're correct.
He's holding his sword. It's like maybe we could use Ethan. You know,
Ayla looks at you. Ayla looks at Jubei and kind of gives him a small smile. It's just like, don't worry, Jubei. We'll give you privacy. All right. Come on, everyone. It makes a shoo motion at everyone.
Back at Jubei's mind, Esteban is going to the top of the list.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm sorry, but I'm making sure this doesn't happen again. What I saw was
I
too
need
much.
to speak to him alone. I promise you. We will not do anything without everyone here.
But what
But
if
I
he
need
smacks me really hard and pulls you in there or something?
Everett. I am capable of handling myself with Satoshi. We've got into more than a few scuffles in our time. But believe me, he will not be able to overpower me so easily.
Stand a very comfortable distance away from it, and I'll let you.
You will be within. Everett, do you still have your spell, your dimension door?
Yes.
Then if I shout, you can dimension door right up here. You will be within 400 feet.
Okay.
Okay? But I need to speak to my friend alone.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you.
As everyone's walking away, Davi's gonna glance back towards Jubei and just say, "If you need him to be tortured, just let me know, and we'll just walk off with everyone else."
It sighs.
Very good add-on, Davio.
What was that?
A very good add-on, Davio.
So we wait for everybody to leave so Jubei and Satoshi can have a chat.
Personal leaves.
Okay. Now that everybody's go, Jubei will turn to Satoshi and sit down. Satoshi, sit.
Satoshi will sit across.
Satoshi, I know you will do anything to help me, and I know you are willing to sacrifice yourself for me. And I also know that, like me, you blame yourself for what occurred with Skygore. Not just what happened to me, but what happened to Sakura. As he kind of looks over and if a willing participant is necessary, then if it is your true wish, Satoshi, I will allow you to make such a sacrifice if that is the decision you want. You have earned that right for me. We have been brothers for a long time, and I know if our situations were reversed, you would allow me to do the same. So I will respect that as my brother. But if you... And he just shakes his head. You have not changed since we were children, you know that. You are still running in without thinking about anything ahead of time. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing that got Sakura killed, was this kind of thinking. We should weigh our options.
Satoshi sighs, and he's still quite angry that his plan was foiled here.
Boy, you know, I was just gonna say for the alternate, if the good thing had come up, Jubei would have just slugged Satoshi in the face the second he walked out and screamed at him for almost getting everyone killed.
Oh.
That was her choice, not his.
I know, But his choice to tell him his plan as opposed to just bamfing in there without telling them was his choice. Like, if you're gonna do it, you fucking do it. You don't tell everybody.
That's why Evan was the one who literally punched him first.
I know what. There was no timeline. Satoshi wasn't getting punched in the face.
There was one.
Yeah, maybe.
Where he kills himself. As
He sighs and just looks to the side. You know, Jubei, you are supposed to be, well, the warrior of tranquility. That is a big deal. There are many people in our culture who have worked their whole life to attain that. Though it is not something you simply attain, it is something you are chosen for. And honestly, that aside, was more than happy to set aside my life for yours. I do not know if we have the time to dally and look for a criminal or somebody else.
Again, if you had told us at the start of this, we could have brought one from our castle, or in one of the many journeys we have faced enemies along the way. But I admit, we will have to see if we can find someone quickly. If not, we can try the animal at first. I don't suppose the inscription said it had to be a humanoid creature.
Jubei, let us be honest. If I thought perhaps an animal or an object would be able to take that curse you have, I would have done that first.
That is fair. I figured as much. I honestly thought the animal idea was a bit far-fetched, but I would consider it amiss to not for not to at least humor Estevan's thought.
From what I have learned about curses in this land, you cannot transfer the curse of an object to something that is not an object.
Indeed.
Much like you cannot transfer the curse from an animal to a human.
I figured, but at least let us see if we can try to find something. For the time being, that is our best option at the moment. And I give you my word, Satoshi, if we cannot try anything else, any willing participant is necessary. Out of respect for our brotherhood, I will let you make this sacrifice. But you could have at least given me the option to say goodbye before you made such a decision.
You wouldn't have allowed it. Not then.
Maybe.
I had to be sure.
I suppose. Jibbe just starts chuckling. Well, I suppose this answers why you were so curious about mine and Davia's relationship.
Me.
I mean, I thought it was odd that you were bringing up kids.
Well, you know, I expect the first one to be named after me. It's a girl.
I think that's the only way Davia would allow it to be named after you.
With the rest of the group, Davia shudders.
Yes, I know. Besides, I honestly, kids aren't really, I think, on the table with Davia.
She does not seem the type.
But who knows? Time changes people, but it's not a requirement one way or the other. Not for my happiness.
I will tell you this much, though. I did not plan to stay in a demonic form long enough. After all, I would have used the Blade of the Dawn to take care of it myself.
In other words, your whole discussion of the cursed chamber draining the weapons was more of a ruse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I can't fault you for that. But again, Satoshi, let us at least try finding an evil person to do these first, if we can.
You realize that means we would be in for a fight.
I would rather have a fight that we may, with the good chance that we will also, with a chance that we can all survive, than to just sacrifice you without at least the attempt, Satoshi.
What if somebody does not survive that fight?
What if? What happens, Satoshi, if someone doesn't survive the fight? Well, what could have happened if we fought the golem and someone died there? We are always risking our lives in a fight, but at least in a fight, we have each other's back.
I understand that, but we are here now.
Satoshi, at least give me a time to try, my friend. Nano, how long does that potion? It's a week, you said that I get is the resistance is the thing I took, right?
And you took it when you got here?
Yeah, I took it the day of here, so we should have a week before the thing runs out.
Alright.
I'm just double checking on the time frame. I mean, if it, correct me if I was wrong. Yeah, a week.
It was a week.
Then
You took one dose back in Bifur, and then
then I took the other dose literally before we entered the day before we entered the temple. Like the night when I went to bed, I took the dose and then woke up and we went to the temple. I will make you a deal, Satoshi. The potion that is restraining the demonic curse in me lasts for 6.5 more days. If we cannot find a suitable replacement to at least attempt this within that time frame, then we will come back and I will, as much as it hurts me to say this, I will allow you to make the sacrifice. Can you at least give me that?
He looks down a moment. Very well.
Jubei will stand up. Thank you, my brother. And he will reach his hand out to clasp his to pick him up if he hasn't picked himself up already.
He'll do that.
And Jubei will pick him up and this brings him in for the one-arm pat hug. I do love you, Satoshi. You know that.
Of course.
Well, let us get the others and inform them of our decision then.
Very well.
And the pair of us will head down.
As they're walking down, or heading down, I think I owe Everin a punch too.
Only if you want one from me. She had every right to hit you with what you just did. She literally had to bend space and time to prevent this.
Yes, I wonder why she had to do that.
I think it's because she cares a lot, Satoshi.
She hardly knows.
Mhm. But she knows me, and she knows that I love you as a brother. As I've said before, she has qualities of making a great leader if she's willing to let herself attempt it. Despite her childish nature at times.
I suppose.
Jesus.
Don't mind me.
Please refer to my gift.
Sorry, don't mind me.
It's like, bro,
I'm not sure if that's Nikki's headcanon or Davia's headcanon, but something's going on there.
No. It's just the line was too perfect.
I know.
Oh my god. Sorry, guys, don't mind me.
Anyway, so you see the pair of us descend from the platform finally.
Is everything alright?
We have come to a decision. Satoshi and I have agreed that we will try to find someone within 6.5 days. An convicted criminal, an evil person of some sort, a creature, demonic form, who knows. Something to attempt the transfer, but we are both agreed that an animal is just not going to work. It will have to be humanoid, most likely, or of a kin nature.
Let's at least try.
Indeed. And if it fails, and I want all of you to give me your word that this is what will occur. I have given Satoshi my blessing if he wishes to still go through with this. There's one warrior to the other. Our culture has traditions very similar to what is about to occur. It may be difficult for you to understand, but there is honor in Satoshi's decision here. And I will respect that, but only after the other options have been exhausted.
Rin will flare up with electricity a little bit after hearing this.
Everin, I know you sacrificed a lot for this, and you have given us at least a chance to fix it. But to be honest, he is right in the sense that there are one of two options here. If we cannot find a suitable substitute, then either I die or Satoshi dies.
I understand that you don't remember what happened, but what I saw wasn't okay. I almost died. Trying with every possible last consciousness I had to keep him from dying because you care about him. I know what they mean to you. Both of them meant to you. And I'm not letting you feel that pain again, because I saw what you were like before.
Junpei's gonna grab Everin, put a hand on her shoulder, and bring her in for a hug. It is okay, Everin. Even if this comes to be the worst case scenario, what you did at least gave me a chance to say goodbye to my brother. And that's worth everything to me.
I don't want to see you lose someone else. I don't
I
want to
know.
lose anyone else.
I know, Everin. But... And I know Twin would agree with me if he was here. Sometimes we can't help but lose the ones we love. And we do have to learn to accept it. No matter how much it hurts.
Rin just kind of just glares at Satoshi for like a solid minute.
The Satoshi looks at you.
I will never forgive you for almost hurting him. But since he cares about you, I will too. And she lets go.
In any case, everyone, we have a time limit to see if we can find a possible way of going around this. It may be difficult, but perhaps if we go to the village first and see if there has been any sort of violent criminal activity about bandit camps, goblin raids, things like that. It's at least a starting point. And I know this isn't an option that all of you will agree with, but again, I would rather use a monster to get rid of this than sacrifice a good man.
Whatever it is you want to do, I will go along with it. Ayla has a hard to read look on her face.
Yeah, I know for a very fact, Ayla's would be the one who has the most problem with this. And Jubei knows enough of Ayla's story as he looks over at Ayla and goes, Ayla, I know you have a concern with this more than anyone here. But if you have a better option, I would love to hear it.
It's not in regards to that. I'm torn because I don't know if I can agree to, Satoshi being the backup option if we run out.
Jubei kind of gives a soft nod to Ayla's words and goes, Ayla, this is Satoshi's choice as well. I know you want him to live as well, but... And believe me, this is the last thing I want. But as I said before, we come from a different culture. In our society, this sort of thing unfortunately happens more often than you may care to think about.
But just because it's what you grew up with and the society you grew in, it doesn't mean that it's the right way of doing things.
You're right. But again, Ayla, I'm open to a better suggestion if you have one.
I'm just saying, if we can search for additional options, then...
Ayla, I understand that as well, but this curse, and he looks at his arm, is getting worse by the day. At best, I have a week. It took Satoshi months to find even this. I'm afraid time has run out.
How much time do you think you have left?
As I said, we have about 6.5 days. After that, it could occur at any time.
How long did it take to get to from the city to here? Like 2 days? A day?
I believe it was a day or a day and a half.
Yeah, from the city was a day and a half.
Might have been 2 at most.
Yeah, it was between 1.5 to 2 days. And then the town we came from is only like a couple hours. It's just outside, so...
Yeah, it's like an hour walk.
Yeah, like Dr. Pepper is just around the corner.
You just sacrifice Dr. Pepper.
Gavia likes that choice.
We're having a heartfelt moment right now between like what's morally right and between like life-altering events and Dr. Pepper.
You know what would have been really useful at this time, I hate to say, guys? An evil goblin wizard.
Oh, hey, you remember that guy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
He could have turned his ways around by then.
Anyways,
Satoshi's gonna actually... go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. You were gonna say something.
Satoshi's going to look at Ayla. I understand why you feel the way that you do about this. After all, you, out of anybody else here, helped me more than most. But the thing is, I am but a normal man. All of you are something far beyond what I can ever achieve.
Oh, her face immediately gets angry at that.
It also looks angry too.
And she wheels on Satoshi and then just points a finger at him, like gets right up in his business, points her finger against his chest like a full-on jab, and is just like, do not give me that. What you have or haven't done does not mean anything in regards to how important you are, or how important I am, or any of the rest of the people here. Our worth is not related to what we do or what we've accomplished.
Toshi just looks utterly baffled by this.
So don't you dare give me that.
He's got it on the nose.
Honestly, Everin just kind of agrees with that and just kind of is still staring at him, very approving and really happy and encouraging Ayla.
She'll also say, I don't care about any of this honor business or proving yourself business or trying to, she puts up air quotes, make worth out of your life by giving yourself up for who you believe to be an even more important life. Alright? Just, no. Okay? We're going to be putting our best effort into finding something else, okay? And I mean it when I say this as well. If you say that sort of thing again, it is not beneath me to slap you as well.
Oh, boy.
Jesus, Efren.
No, they're not Wookiees.
She's just staring Satoshi down. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
She narrows her eyes and says, I did not hear that.
And now you're pushing it.
She is just dead staring him. She's not gonna budge until he says it again, louder.
Big mom energy.
Well, Satoshi,
What is happening?
She's waiting.
I wanted to say something in between that, if I could.
Go ahead.
Everyone looks at Satoshi. Oh, did I have to remember what I was gonna say? Oh, give me like a second. I need to remember.
1.
I need more than that.
Autumn.
I just blanked right now. I hate this.
Satoshi, you seem to be making friends left, right, and center today.
Yes, that seems to be the case. We try to do something. This happens.
Satoshi, to be fair, the something you try to do is to kill yourself.
Well, I'm sorry, Satoshi. I sacrificed my life and my pretty much one wish to save your life. I'm sorry that I cared for you and cared for Jubei as well. I'm sorry that this is happening right now and there's nothing else I can do right now except watch you go die again and waste everything that I just tried.
Jubei's gonna go, look, people, again, we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have 6.5 days to get this sorted out. Perhaps we would be better off trying to solve the problem than to keep yelling at Satoshi and forcing him into the damn chamber in the end.
Juvia's
Satoshi's
what
face
yes,
right
things
now.
to them.
What's the face?
A little surprised at the backbone.
Oh, it's Satoshi.
You're like, well,
And she actually kind of reels on Everin after what she says and actually walks over towards her.
she sighs in relief.
I wanted to talk to you as well, Everin. What was this about sacrificing yourself before all this? just full on mom mode with hands on hips as she's just narrowed-eyed staring at Everin. There will be no more repeats of that either, correct?
Jubei just starts rubbing his temples. Yeah, I love it. Basically, we have upset mom with stressed out dad scenario going. Again, I am all for giving everyone shit, Ayla, while trying to get themselves killed over this, but perhaps our time would be better spent trying to solve the solution in the short time period we have.
This is the cursed timeline.
This literally was the worst one option.
I like it.
No, we can continue walking. I'll just speak to Everin as we walk. Come on, and she'll start motioning for everyone to get going.
Probably shouldn't just start shoving her. You're
Everyone
coming with
follows,
me, Missy, and just grabs her by the ear.
everyone follows in fear.
Everyone's getting lectured the entire walk back.
Everyone's trying to justify herself by saying she knew, like, hey, I had an idea, I had a plan, I was trying to fix everything, and now we're here, and now I'm the reason he's alive, so dang!
Oh my god.
Jubei just keeps shaking his head. This has been a hell of a day, Satoshi.
Yes.
I would have thought that the giant mechanical creature of metal that tried to crush us and kill us all would have been the second most terrifying experience of the day.
Indeed. She just mumbles, honestly, death would have been more peaceful.
At this point, I imagine that Ayla and Evan immediately turn back and just stare at him.
How do you figure out someone's passive perception?
Passive perception is their perception plus 10.
15. Okay. Got it.
What are you asking?
Just wondering if Ayla would hear that or not.
Okay.
All right.
What is this? I love this. I hate it, but I love it.
This is what your chaos has ensued.
It's just
Yeah.
Everin so much. Everin is the embodiment of chaos, and I love it.
So, for those curious, since we're well past the point of no return,
Mhm.
One option would have been the curse would have been destroyed altogether, which was obviously the best one.
Mm.
And then the other one would have just swapped Satoshi in with Everin, and the original plan would have gone through. And obviously, this one gives you guys a chance to figure out another way.
I want to re-roll again to see what I would have gotten. That's a 5.
So that's the bad option then, or the good option?
I don't know.
I mean, you don't know.
Can you at least tell us what I would have gotten?
Actually, it's the same one.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I would have got the same option.
You
What's wrong?
randomized it.
That's ironic.
Really?
Apparently, this was the destiny.
Yeah, apparently this is. I mean, it makes sense though.
I mean, this one works. It's interesting. At least we have an opportunity to try. Like Jubei said, he's more upset at Satoshi didn't tell him at the start of this, so they had more time to solve the problem. But again,
Yeah.
we've established he thinks Satoshi was always the dumb one out of the two of them, who didn't think this shit through.
Everyone right now has to deal with watching Satoshi almost die and reliving that she almost died and no one else witnessed it.
Yes, don't worry. If this comes to day 6, probably there's no way Jubei's letting anyone but him and Satoshi in that fucking room. Like, you guys aren't watching that. Anyways, so we head to we go see Dr. Pepper, I suppose, first.
So you guys go back to town. Dr. Pepper looks over. Ah, hello. Anybody want some floats? You all look.
Everyone's been
something-
lectured the entire time.
There's something going on here.
Quite a lot, Dr. Pepper. I know this is a bit of a long shot and probably is not going to bear fruit, but I don't suppose you have had bandit issues around the area of any sort. A mass murderer, perhaps? Something of the sort?
He thinks. No, not around here. People don't come around these parts too often. Honestly, we don't really have a lot of bandit problems here to begin with.
Of course not.
I
We
have
entered
a
the-
second question, actually.
Oh, you want to float?
Maybe later. So if there are no issues with bandits or anything of the sort, are there at least people who no one would care if they disappeared?
It just turns off Davia. Davia, I know you mean well, but that is not going to be an option we take.
I'm
He
just
just-
saying, there were options.
This is his face. Why do you... That's a very odd question.
She is a very odd woman.
He's gonna incite you.
What, Esteban?
No, Davia.
Oh.
me?
Hey, 20 charisma, good for something.
Let's see.
You need that 20.
No, you didn't. That's one.
Deception.
Oof.
He
I mean,
leans in. He pushes his little glasses up and they glint in the light. What are you up to? You no-gooders?
Well,
No,
no gooders is perhaps a bit strong.
we're looking for no-gooders, that is.
Yes.
But, no.
What for?
We're a little bit, nosy, aren't you?
He grabs
I mean,
a glass and starts to wipe it out. I mean, it's bartender's job to be be
He's a
I'm
novice
also the mayor.
innkeeper.
I should
There's
know.
like-
Oh my god.
I should know about what's going to happen around my town. Mm-hmm.
You're also the mayor. How many
Yes.
jobs do you have?
How many years have you lived?
Around 20-ish?
He thinks a moment. That sounds about right. Same. In my current jobs.
What do you mean, same?
I have around 20-ish jobs.
Oh, around 20-ish jobs. Alright, yeah, that's...
Let's see, I'm the doctor, the dentist, the barkeep, the innkeep, the mayor, the sheriff, the tax
take it.
collector.
The auditor, I assume. Yes.
Does
Mhm.
anyone else do anything here? Do you just do all the jobs? Is
I
that...
think this is the example of what they would call a one-horse town, Esteban.
No,
Oh, no. They do things. They farm.
Do you alternate jobs? You know what? This is getting beside the point. We can have this conversation later.
Yes, really.
Yes, I'm curious. What do you need a no-gooder for then?
Would you believe me when I said that we're heroes? Or at least we try to help people.
Not in the slightest.
Well, that's half
I-
true. The other half is we don't like bad people.
I don't think anything you say about the situation, about what we're... will ease...
We
That
are
is
looking
right.
for what would be a condemned man, more or less.
Ah.
Or woman, I suppose. We shouldn't be sexist about this sort of thing.
How very forward-thinking of you.
Them.
He He rubs his chin in thought. Well, I mean, I won't pry too much. If you don't want to tell me, I won't ask any more questions. As far as condemned people go, well, we do have that big old prison back in the capital.
That's what I was thinking. Perfect.
I mean, I'm not against the idea, but do you think the capital would give us a condemned criminal for what we need it for?
Probably
No,
not, but
You could certainly try.
I suppose.
You mean the capital?
Yes, the capital city.
I think he's talking about the one we came from, Ares.
yeah, Benicio.
Okay,
So the thing
I need. Oh, sorry, I'm asking this out of character. Is this the one where the Empress got kicked out of, or like?
No. This is the
Okay.
place where you saw that big temples. Where you weren't there when we were here.
Okay. I needed to make sure because I was like, are we going to the capital where we probably shouldn't be going?
Well, you know what we need to do is we need to quickly hunt down Gaston, and then we can solve both two problems with one stone.
Hey, what?
Magic
No.
bullet.
Well, that's the thing, though. Oh no, the demon cursed Gaston might not be a good thing for everyone to witness.
Yeah.
He doesn't win this. Oh.
Well, I suppose then we best rush to the city as quick as possible. I can't remember. Did we have horse? We never got horses. We walked here, didn't we?
Yeah, you walked.
So, think about that. Teleportation is a good spell.
Oh, you have the. Oh, that's right. You have a magic circle spell, don't you?
You sure you don't want to stay the night? You all look quite haggard.
No,
Unfortunately, time is of the essence.
Oh. You ever heard the story of the snail and the hare? Or is it the
Thought there was a
turtle and the
tortoise.
hare?
No,
I
I
think it's
know
a
that
tortoise.
story. I know that story. This is not the case here.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back. Probably, maybe. Who knows?
Alright, well, good luck.
I have a quick question.
Do you say that in character or is this out of character?
In character,
I have a quick answer.
are you a guardsman or like detective?
I do detect things. He points at his nose. Smells
Okay.
like someone needs a shower.
Do not.
Who said I meant you?
President hesitates herself. Just worried.
Well, I mean, if you gotta get up and go, you gotta get up and go.
Indeed. So, we'll be taking our leave now. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. Good luck with finding your no-gooder.
Thank you, Dr. Pepper. Well, as best we should be on then, Esteban.
Indeed. Frips escape, leaves.
Now, why does he gotta do that? What is the point of that?
Drama. Junpei says, walking after him.
Huh. He kind of practiced the same motion with his glass cleaning cup.
When he gets outside into like a space that's relatively away from things, probably out of town, out of a village.
As you're walking out of the village, go ahead and roll me a quick perception check.
Yeet.
Ooh.
Oh, that was private, accidentally.
No, I see it.
I know.
All right. As you're heading out of town, you do see a couple of gnomes running towards Dr. Pepper's place. You're not sure if maybe it's just they're done with work and they really want some floats, or
Do they? What's their expression on their face? Do they look like worried? Do this fear?
it's hard to tell from the distance you're at.
Do they have weapons and it looks like it's a bandit attack and we can solve our problems quickly?
No, no, they don't have weapons.
Esteban will kind of like turn towards the direction and kind of like walk towards them.
They're pretty far.
How far?
I mean, if he saw them, they can't be that far.
Yeah.
Well, so it was more of the way that I envisioned it in my head. This is as you're leaving the town, you take one last quick look, and you're kind of on this hill because you guys went down a hill to get to the town and you saw them running. So they're pretty far away.
I mean, they can't be more than like a couple minute walk, though, because, distance is distance is, right?
He'll just walk his way over towards that direction. I don't know if anyone else is following him, if everyone else is.
I would
It's like
imagine
Esteban just
Jubei-
walks away.
I think we would
I
all
would.
follow Esteban. What are you doing?
I see some gnomes who seem to be running towards the town. Perhaps they might have an issue that could solve a problem. Who knows?
I suppose it
In any case, I was planning on do this ritual outside of the town in the first place.
Do you? Doesn't the ritual take time to set up?
Yes.
Do you
Not that
want us to go speak with them and you get the ritual ready, or did you want to just hold on?
I mean, I was going to do it out of town because I don't want to leave any residual markings or anything within town amongst these
I'm
people.
pretty sure the markings disappear when the
Oh,
spell
you're
is
back.
cast. Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, the magic disappears when you make the circle, because as soon as you cast it, the circle goes away.
This is still a weird thing to do in the middle of a town.
Oh, no, it is. Don't get me wrong.
Just do it in our tavern and just be like, "Ooh, we leave," suspiciously.
Dr. Pepper jumps in.
I just like to imagine that that the chalk doesn't go away, so like all over the world, you just see chalk circles everywhere.
In any case, he'll just continue onwards. Regardless, it's only a few minutes to walk over there. It's fine.
No, I agree. Let us see what this is about. So we'll walk over, Dano.
All right. So the two gnomes you spotted, they seem to be maybe middle-aged for gnomes. They're dressed in very plain clothes, kind of like farmers' clothes. And they rush in to where Dr. Pepper's place is. So you guys would have to go in there again. But the man goes, Dr. Pepper. He won't wake up. Dr. Pepper looks over. Oh no.
Oh, what is happening?
Well, time to get to work. He grabs his home doctor kit. If you guys wish, you can walk and talk. This is very serious stuff.
And
Oh,
what happened
what-
to the man is, I think, what we need to know.
They look over. Oh, it's my uncle. He got in a bad accident a while ago. Hit on the head by a bunch of wood. He hasn't woken up that much, but he would every once in a while. But he's no longer waking up anymore.
My God, Dano, are you going to tempt us with a vegetable?
I don't know, am I?
What is this?
I think he's tempting us with a brain dead person to shove into the damn portal.
Davia's already getting ideas.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting ideas, but fuck yeah, I mean that actually was a thought process I was gonna ask, but like Jubei wouldn't ask that. Jubei wouldn't go. You got like anybody like near death that wouldn't mind like getting 1,000 gold to like leave their family behind. If Victor was here, first thing he would have done.
I'm just testing the moral compass. That's all.
best. I fucking heard. Oh no, he's got no brain. His brain activity's gone. uh,
He wouldn't be unwilling.
I think he's willing either.
At least he's not unwilling. That's the bonus.
Yeah, it depends whether it's whether the spell says an unwilling creature or the creature must resist.
Well, that creature won't resist.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper, are you what? I guess we give him a few minutes to work out what he's doing while we sit there and look at this.
He's grabbing his gear. The guy isn't there. He's gonna have to.
Oh, he's going to go see the guy. Do you need any assistance, Dr. Pepper?
Well,
Ayla, he is a rather accomplished surgeon herself.
ah, is that so?
Wait, did you say Ayla?
Yeah, I mean, you took medicine. Your whole shtick was being doctor back at the castle for a while.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Ayla
Surgeon,
seems
though.
yeah, surgeon's different. Ayla just kind of
doctor.
stiffens up, and then like looks to Jubei like, "Huh?" Oh, and then back towards Dr. Pepper. Oh, yes, I've done medical work.
Ah, well, come along. Maybe you can do something that I can't.
Okay. He looks towards the others like, "Oh God," and then follows.
It's time to test this moral compass.
All right, Ayla's following.
So you guys follow Dr. Pepper as he heads towards this small farmhouse. He walks in. It's a gnome-sized house, unlike his inn, which is person size, like regular person sized. Satoshi waits outside. He's a little big for that. Does anybody else wait outside?
I mean-
one.
Jubei'd probably go in just out of curiosity's sake.
You guys walk in. Those who walk in head in, and you see this rather old-looking gnome. Not quite as ancient as gnomes can get, but he's got graying hair. Some of his hair is pink with white in it, so you can tell that he's getting old. He has probably been in this condition for some time, as he looks rather thin. Not quite malnourished, but thin for a gnome. That aside, I mean, he's still well groomed. You assume that perhaps the family takes care of him. He doesn't stink or anything like that. He's still washed. And you guys see this kind of bald spot on his head with this rather nasty looking injury that Dr. Pepper seems to have kind of stitched together and started to work on.
So I missed partially because I was gone for a bit. So this person's in what kind of state?
Comatose.
He's basically a vegetable.
Okay.
Yep.
How did this happen?
Well, he was out working the bandsaws quite a ways away, and there was a log that just fell on top of him, hit him right in the head.
How long ago was this?
It's been about 3 months, I think.
Oh, I guess can Ayla examine over his head, I guess, to...
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Medicine. Oh, wrong thing. 12?
It's a severe head trauma. That much is certain. Though that aside, it doesn't seem necessarily any worse than some of the stuff you've dealt with from combat.
So, like, it seems odd that he's been out this long from it?
Not that it. No, not necessarily that. More so that yeah, it's not necessarily odd. Maybe in his older age, and just kind of how the shock and fall might have happened, it would have concussed him.
He was more prone to being severely injured from an injury that wouldn't have done it to the same one of us, for example. I think is what he means. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an NPC, not a PC. So
Got it.
Exactly. They don't have players are like, I want my plot armor. You have plot armor. It's called death saves.
pretty much.
Ayla will look over towards the doctor and ask, I assume healing magic has been attempted.
What? No, I unfortunately I'm not a magic type.
Oh, okay. She'll lightly touch her fingertips to the man's forehead and try first spare the dying.
He's stable.
Okay.
Has been stable.
Okay. She'll cast Cure Wounds then. Let me...
Roll it.
Healing... Normal...
You guys watch as the head trauma that has started to scar up and everything heal to the point where it is kind of like a normal head. Just looks like he's bald there now. Do you have any other healing spells?
I do.
What do you got?
Like different types of healing spells?
Just out of curiosity.
Not different types, no.
I think there's only one spell that would possibly resolve this.
Grado. Or like fucking high level than Grado.
Probably either greater or something like regeneration.
Regenerate, yeah.
Even that might not. Like again, D&D's got that kind of odd thing because it's like what works for PCs doesn't necessarily work in the world. Otherwise, death wouldn't be a thing in D&D.
Yeah. So... I assume he doesn't wake up from just that, right?
No, he does not.
Yeah. I guess with the check that she did, I don't know if you're gonna have me do another one or not, but would she have been able to determine if the head injury was bad enough where he's gonna kind of just be out, really? There's no really a way of bringing him conscious again?
Another medicine check. You get the feeling that there is a magic that can bring this guy back. It might actually not be a magic that's necessarily overly complex, but you certainly don't have access to it.
Does she know the magic that... not doesn't know it, but knows what it is?
Could
Yeah,
Jubei make it? Oh, I was saying.
Yeah.
Make an Arcana.
Arcana.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if Jubei could make an Arcana being there and listening to this.
Sure.
Cool. I will guidance myself. Shoot. Wow.
A bolt of inspiration hits Juve. Greater restoration.
This would require a spell of greater restoration at the least to solve. Which would require someone with rather high levels of magic.
I can do it, but not right now.
What? You can do it?
I don't think Greater Restoration was a bard spell. I guess it is. I think it's lower restoration isn't.
They get both.
Oh, do they? For some reason, I thought they were missing one of those.
While this is all happening, Davia just been kind of like leaning against the wall, arms crossed, and kind of arches a brow over at Esteban, and then over towards the rest of the group, and just says, "So, out of curiosity, what exactly do we get out of helping?"
Oh, a good feeling, of course.
No.
And our utmost gratitude. No?
No.
No,
Free float
that is
what?
that is fine.
I think the case may. Do you even have the diamond dust required for this, Esteban?
No, that actually, hold on.
It's a diamond worth 100 gold is what it is.
Diamond dust worth
Yeah.
100 gold, not a diamond. Diamond dust.
No, that's not my bag.
We're not wasting it on this guy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Everyone would be more than willing to, but I'm out of character. Don't
Yeah,
waste
that's Davia. It's just like, this is a waste of resources and time.
Sorry, how much gold do you have?
Not enough to. Well, she has plenty, but this man's not worth even a cent.
Not a copper piece. He's not worth spitting on to put. He's not worth being pissed on to put out a fire.
So
But
we have to
he's-
use up
he's worth-
resources and our time on these.
No, I was not intending on doing it since I am not capable of doing it, since I don't have the requirements. But I could purchase the ingredients, and once we're done and wrapped up with everything, if I'm able to, well, I have any magic left after all of this, and we have some time to rest, I could restore him.
I mean, to be honest, it's going to be a day ride back here regardless, or more.
Exactly.
Esteban, so
I know.
you will have the magic by the time we get back.
That is true, but we do need the magic for whatever happens. Apparently, everyone said that she was turning into a demon.
Well,
So,
not anymore.
no,
Looks up for a dog.
I forgot it
Jimmy
was.
just rubs his temples.
I
Yes.
forgot. Me, Esteban would not say that because me forgetting he was the.
Just like you would drop Ayla. Uh-huh.
Yes, forgive me. I'm fucking tired.
In any case, Esteban. Actually, was Esteban even in the room?
Yes.
Okay, for some reason I thought he was one of the ones who waited outside.
He was.
Wait. What? Waited where?
We're in the room with the unconscious gnome.
Oh no! Yeah, I am in the room with the unconscious. No.
You were outside,
No.
weren't you?
No.
I swear you said you were outside with Satoshi.
No, I said I went inside.
No, fair enough. In any case, it's a moot point.
Yeah.
In any case, we can sort this out later. Perhaps if you can give us a few days, Dr. Pepper, we may be able to help this man.
Alright, very well.
And
We have literally 100 more important things to be doing.
It's on the way. If we can fix him, we can fix him. If we can't, we can't. We're not making any promises.
Yes, and if you could perhaps keep an ear open for us, Dr. Pepper, of any sort of ill deeds going around, then perhaps we can assist, help us out with the situation we need.
Sure thing.
And actually, doctor, if you don't mind, if I could have a moment of your time to ask you something in private, if that's okay.
Alrighty.
Ayla takes him to the back room and feeds.
I was gonna say that.
God.
No.
I want to drink this Dr. Pepper.
That's so gross, but I love it.
36 flavors. Mmm.
I almost choked. I hate you. I legitimately was about to choke in my water.
Ayla will wait till everyone's out of the room.
Yeah, we'll give him the privacy.
And yeah, it's fine. She'll kind of turn to him and say, I was wondering, with the number of different jobs that you work, I'm sure you know quite a bit of what happens in this area, right?
Well, it depends, but yeah, generally.
Would you happen to know, even if you don't yourself know, at least know a place where we could maybe get the information, in regards to handling powerful curses?
Well, I mean, honestly, the capital would be the best place for that.
How far is that from here?
That's where you guys
Literally where
came
we're
from.
heading.
Yeah.
That's where we're headed?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know where in particular?
I'm gonna make a roll for this guy.
The library we went
The
to.
library where we went.
That's exactly. We literally just did this.
Well, I mean, honestly, the libraries there are pretty well stocked with knowledge. Honestly, it's too stocked with knowledge. Sometimes it's a little difficult to really find the knowledge you're trying to get.
Well, do
Is
you
that
know?
why that one young lady's turning into a demon?
Say that.
I know I'm memeing.
Well, do you happen to know maybe any individuals who maybe are well versed in the readings within the library, or who have expertise in that area?
Look for a man named Vanilli. He's my son, Vanilli Pepper.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Is he well versed in this sort of stuff?
A little bit more than I am. That much is certain.
Okay,
Honestly, though, his brother Bold always had more of a penchant for such a thing, but he kind of
Your brother what?
lost interest in that about 50 years ago. Vanilli, though, he might know something.
where in the capital might we find him?
Ah, so there's this large lake. He lives on the lakeside, the west side of it.
Okay, does this lake have a name, or will it be...
It's only one in town. It's not hard to miss.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
Of course.
And Ayla will give her goodbyes and join up with the group again. I know we have one lead that we're taking currently in the city, but we might have some luck, maybe, gaining some helpful information from his son in the capital. Vanilli Pepper, I guess. He lives on the west side of a large lake in the capital and has extensive knowledge on curses.
Well, everything's what I try.
In any case, I think I should get started on the ritual.
Indeed, we've spent enough time.
Alright. Begin casting teleportation circle.
Honestly, if that guy was brain dead with no cure, I wonder what the party would have done.
God.
Night ops. Kidnap the vegetable. Alright.
I feel like Nikki's characters would have opposing opinions.
Yeah.
Nikki over there fighting with herself.
Nikki's got to play a battle, like a death battle between Ayla and Davia to fight to the death to see whether or not this goes through.
Oh, God.
She'd be like Jim Carrey and Liar Liar. And he's fighting himself in the bathroom.
Oh,
I was actually thinking Ash from the Evil Dead, from Army of Darkness. I'm good, Ash. You're bad, Ash.
Need to get more teleportation chalk, apparently.
So we cast the spell.
How do I spell Venicio, by the way?
VENNICIO.
Thanks. Just so I have it instead of insert spell name.
Oh, I got you. So you guys cast it. You end up back in that teleportation room with the two brother gnomes. Oh, welcome back!
Yes, hello. Sorry, we are in a bit of a hurry.
Oh. I see.
I don't suppose you would be able to direct us towards the town hall of the town's guard prison sector.
Oh, you're looking for the prison. Well, if you head north about 3 blocks, and then go east about 8 blocks, and then you go south of 1 block, and then you go north another 2 blocks. I know that's very strange. You'll understand when you get to the road. And then you go east another 3 blocks, you'll be there at the prison.
Thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome.
As we leave, Jubei will turn and goes, "Do we wish to split up? Ayla, I assume, wishes to go find Vanilli."
I will go with Ayla to find Vanilli.
Very good. I suppose I and Esteban, who do you wish to travel with? Actually, we probably could use you for the prison since words are going to be needed for such a request.
Davia squints at you, Jubei.
Davia, I love you and your words are amazing, but give this the prisoners or I will kill you probably won't fly.
Juba, you've seen plenty of times I know how to fake it if I have to.
God, there's no way Jimmy can't turn red with that statement.
God.
Esteban's going to insight Navia.
what part of that are you?
The faking it till you make it.
Okay. 21. I mean, she's not deceiving anything, so I guess, like, yeah, as someone would see that she was specifically talking about, she can put up a nicer persona.
I thought it was okay.
That's
You thought
what?
it was what?
And someone was like, "Is this sexual?"
Jubei made it that way.
Let's be honest, Nikki. You saying words like that, it's hard for me not to jump to that conclusion.
This time I didn't mean it that way. How dare. I am innocent.
Someone incited the wrong person to get that.
Pure and
information
innocent,
anyway.
like
Yeah.
pure and innocent, like fresh volcanic ash.
That's Satoshi's face at this exchange.
Davi doesn't fake, she will save your trash.
Uh,
Oh my god, but Davi, like, yeah, she's just squinting at Jubei. She's just like, if it is just sweet words, I can do that.
I know this is probably more political talk, though, Davia.
In any
That's
case,
boring stuff.
I need
Yes.
to pick up some extra supplies on the way.
Indeed. Ayla, you will go to Vanilla with Evelyn. Where do you wish to go?
I want to go with you guys.
Okay.
Ella looks towards the others with a small smile and then over towards Satoshi. Alright, looks like it's just us then.
Now, why don't you take Stella with you as well, just in case something dangerous occurs?
Oh, yes, it never hurts to have more fighting hands.
And he's just gonna lean into Stella. Goes, Satoshi goes. Obviously, if you get mugged on the street, you know what they do.
Satoshi looks at you, kind of laughs. I don't think a simple mugger is going to fit the bill.
No, but I thought it was at least worth a joke. He says, and kind of
Fair enough.
walks off.
He's gonna turn back to if they're still around the teleportation gnomes. Excuse me, do you know where the where I could get perhaps magical supplies, diamond dust, teleportation chalk?
Ah, yes. You're going to go to the marketplace. Well, there's a couple. There's one
that-
over towards the big lake. There's another that is south of the prisons.
Is that one closer?
About the same a distance.
Alright. Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys
Alright.
hear them start to argue. Oh, why is it you never let me talk to people? Am I just second fiddle? The one in green goes.
God.
Is this Mario and Luigi?
Yes,
Oh,
you weren't there
okay.
for the opening of this, but yes, it's Mario and Luigi.
Okay.
Anyways, onwards.
And outwards as we go to, I'm assuming Toad's shop for Magic Emporium.
Toad.
Oh, con.
I
One of them
hate
might be Toad.
this.
Is Princess Peach in the castle?
She's not the castle.
We're going to the south one.
I'm pretty sure he said the royalty though here was a peach. I'm pretty sure he made that pun.
Yeah, he did. He said they were a real peach or something.
Yeah.
And so
Nikki's
Don't worry,
over there
Nikki.
feeling something. It's the first stage.
anyways,
Murder hobo.
Alright. So, who are we focusing on first?
I don't know. Who do you think is easiest there, Nano?
Me?
It's about equal. We'll just go ahead and go with the prison folk first.
Sure. I'm assuming we pick up the supplies, no worries, just for convenience sake.
Unless you want to interact with a weird shopkeeper, then yeah.
No.
Dude, I love Weird Shopkeeper.
Because when
Just
you're
give
going
me-
to Toad,
Is Bowser going to be in the prison?
We already talked about the dragon earlier named Bowser.
Oh.
I'm
They live
so...
away from here. In
What
another
about-
castle.
What about Kid Koopa?
could be.
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, you're able to get the supplies that you need.
Okay.
He does offer something unusual, though.
What does he offer?
A screaming rock.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not taking the Screaming Rock. I have no interest for Screaming Rocks.
Like it?
Everin, would you like a screaming rock?
What does
Is
it do?
You throw it and it screams.
Everyone looks interested.
It is 1 gold.
Davi looks at you like, don't you dare.
You can buy a sack of them for 10 gold.
It's in plat.
A plat?
It's in platinum or what? What?
The platinum's 10 gold, so yeah.
I have to throw them to do it though, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna get them.
Oh my god.
These will be used for great convenience later. Alright,
You buy a bag of 10 screaming rocks.
they will be used for great uses later. Can you put that down on my sheet? Because I don't know how to do that.
I'll do it later.
I partially blame you,
Okay.
Storm.
Let's be honest, it's a little more than partial here.
Hey, I put a lot. He just steals my memes, and he's like, "This is good. This is good content."
I made this.
I mean, to be fair, you guys steal each other's
I mean-
memes constantly.
I don't steal nearly as many memes as Nano's game.
Fair, but you guys
You
steal each other's memes.
Well,
That
you
is true.
stole and killed Alexander, which is something I'm not happy about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a way to do something.
I poured a 40 out for him.
Storm's just like, yeah, I did that.
It was my baby.
Did I do that?
Did I do that?
Now he is Ash. Well, no, not even Ash.
He's vapor. He's
Yeah.
in the wind.
He's a soul traveling to Lysaria. Come on, guys.
Oh,
He's
Alright.
with his
should have made the
demigod.
joke that we're breathing him in.
Oh my god.
These chemicals?
We're making the freaking frogs gay.
Anyways, we get to the prison, Nano.
Yeah.
You guys walk to the prison. It's a pretty heavy duty looking prison. Like, kind of impressive.
This could be a promising sign, at least, that they would have some serious criminals here.
Davi kind of holds your chin thoughtfully. Wonder if I know anyone in there. Probably.
God, Jubei wouldn't say it, but I just really want to go. Do you know anyone who'd be a good candidate? There's this asshole who owes me $5.
Gosh, now I'm curious if she's gonna know anyone in there. Oh boy.
Who knows?
In any case, we enter the prison.
Mm-hmm.
So as you enter the prison, you actually can't get into the prison. You get to the front gate, and there's this small gnome dressed in a rather clean uniform, and he has some body armor on, obviously. However, he seems to have some sort of rifle that he uses, and he looks up at you guys. All right, all right. Don't step any closer. You're at the prison. What do you need?
I'm we're here on visiting purposes.
What, some kind of conjugal visit?
No.
You look like a conjugating type.
W snorts.
It's very presumptuous of you.
I call
No,
it like
no,
I see it, sir.
I agree. You do have quite that air about you.
So does she.
Yeah.
She just stares at this guy.
You're saying?
No, I do get to have that sort of air about me, but no.
In any case, we were hoping to speak to possibly who is ever in charge of the area.
Oh, the warden. You got an appointment?
He was unaware we needed an appointment to meet the warden. Is he that busy?
Yes, he's a very busy man. I can get you on hold, in touch with his secretary.
You're on rather important business.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
I'm sure if when we talk to the warden,
Can I make an insight check on this guy to see if he might be the sort that would be like, hey, I'm looking for palm to grease?
You can incite him.
inside him if he is the fucking warden just fucking with us.
Juve, you get the sense that this guy's probably at least a professional. In terms of it, grease palming probably wouldn't work. Esteban, you can tell this guy isn't a warden. He doesn't have the hat for it.
Don't have the hat.
How dare he?
We're here on important noble business.
Oh,
Things
business.
that need to be discussed. Indeed.
Well, I mean, the warden is a very important man. The
Indeed,
secretary would be the better person to talk to about getting, an appointment to talk to him.
And where is the secretary then?
Well, the secretary, if you give me just a moment, I can give her a call.
Alright.
Stay right here. And he walks to the guardhouse right next door. And you guys see him pull out this odd device, and he holds it up to his ear, and he seems to be talking to somebody.
Puts a hat and disguise on, turns into a female, now comes back. I'm the secretary.
Oh my god. Now, you guys, there's a window you can see inside. You guys do anything?
No.
Hey, we'll wait for the second being.
Yeah.
I guess Jube would kind of look over as Stefan goes, I don't suppose we want to drop the Lord card at this point.
I mean, could do. I also could drop the card. Or say different things that aren't entirely correct.
In either way, we're going to have to do quite a bit of talking to get even an
I know.
attempt at what we need to do.
No.
After a few minutes, he comes out. Alrighty, I can get you over to the secretary. She would like to talk with you.
Alright, thank you.
Not a problem. Follow me right this way. And please
Follow me.
stay on the line.
What line?
They're all lying.
You see there's a painted line.
It's a prison thing.
As you
Stays
guys
on the line.
walk into the prison, you're on the blue line. You see that there's a red line, a green line, and an orange line. But you also see these turrets up on the ceiling. This is a pretty high max place.
Ugh.
Um, there's also a lot of guards. Most of them are gnomes. Most of them are dressed in similar outfits. Okay, let's be honest, the same outfits. But eventually, you are taken to a office, and the guard he kind of points in. All right, there she is, and you see this smaller gnomish woman dressed in what seems to be kind of a business suit. She's got bubblegum pink hair. Please come in.
Thank
Thank you. We're here to speak with the warden, if that's possible, or if he's busy, perhaps inquire about with you.
Well, he is a busy man. Warden Dale has to oversee quite a bit. That said, I'm more than happy to help you. My name is Susie. Pleasure to meet you. It's a very weird place. It's half Southern, half Italian.
Pleasure to meet you, Susie. My name is Esteban Viscari von Lamont Octavian Rebellion II, but you can call me Esteban.
Sorry, what was that?
He just did his name spiel. It's
Oh, okay. I will. Oh, pleasure to meet you, Esteban. Well, what exactly brings you all here? I'm at a loss. I don't think I've seen any of you before.
no, we're new to this city. Arrived here a few days ago, but we're curious. Is there any criminals here that are perhaps on death row?
Death row, now isn't that quite the thing? Well, to answer your question, yeah, we have quite a few. Very heinous men.
Are there perhaps any that are more so looking and have accepted their death of sorts?
Well, there's a few, but I must inquire as to why.
Looks over at Jubei.
Oh, good. You want Jubei to answer this? Based off of that look, would Jubei be able to know, like, is that a should we tell the truth look, or should I make up some bullshit look?
This is which are we going with? Are we telling the truth? Or
Yeah, that's
are
what I was
we-
asking. It's like that's exactly what I
Yeah.
asked. Yeah, like which is he's letting Jubei make the decision. Jubei will go. We have a rather. I mean, unfortunately, Jubei doesn't lie. Part of his personality, or at least he's very bad at it. We have a very, shall we say, bizarre request.
Go on.
For starters, my name is Lord Jubei Mitsumusa of the God. Hey, guys, I'm drawing a blank. What the fuck's our keep called again?
Serenity.
Huh? Serenity. Yeah.
Serenity.
The Keep Serenity. As he will give a noble bow. And I have a rather, shall we say, difficult request to make of your city.
Okay.
We are looking for a condemned criminal to perhaps be willing to sacrifice themselves in order to help us remove a dark curse. In order to do so, we are, of course, willing to discuss this with your lord or master to work out details of such a thing.
Well, let me go look at his schedule and see if there's any way I can pen you in.
Look, this is quite urgent business, and we don't quite have the time. If there's any quite possibility that we'll be able to get a conversation with him within the day, we would greatly appreciate it.
Roll a persuasion.
Don't fuck me. Me reminding. No, I don't have anything. Okay. Yeet. Okay.
She looks at you all for a moment. Well, I mean, I'll do my best. Like I said, he's a very busy man. I'll see what I can do, though.
As I say, this is rather urgent, and as I also indicated earlier, this is an international issue, perhaps. Is it like well known that the Empress is a big deal, right? Like the Empress, like this area is not part of the Empire, correct?
No, this is not part of Osteria.
Yeah, but she would still be a well-known political figure, right?
Yeah, well known enough.
Where it would this would be most appreciated. The Empress of Asteria is a patron of my lordship, and such a thing would be of great favor for us. Even name dropping might help.
Wow, that's quite a big deal. Well, give me a little bit of time, and I will. I'll see what I can do. Okay.
Very appreciated. Once again, bows.
Thank you.
She gets up and heads off for the moment.
Yeah. Part of the reason why I went with the truth, can literally think of no lie that would get us what we need. That would work better than the truth. Right? It's like, we just want to take one of your condemned criminals for a walk. Plus, if we drop real names and real authority, we actually have a chance at this working.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and move to the other group for the moment.
Sound good? I'm gonna BRB.
Got it.
So Ayla, Satoshi, and Stella head towards the lake. It's a pretty nice lake. Very it's fairly large. It takes about 30 minutes to get to the western side. You know that this is where Vanelli lives, but you're not entirely sure the best method of finding Vanelli.
I mean, we know he's on the west side house of the lake, right?
Yeah.
How many houses are in that area?
Quite a few, but there's also a few shops too.
I suppose then we will start with ask you to go to the shopkeepers. They might know where a Vanilli Pepper lives.
Vanilla Pepper.
I hate it.
Do be out here.
Okay. Well, you ask around. Make me an investigation roll.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Can Satoshi or Anyone
See.
else here make a roll?
Let's see what Satoshi has.
Anyone with better investigation? That's not
Yes,
a zero.
Satoshi probably could. It takes some time. But eventually, you guys learn of a small shop run by Vanilla Pepper. It's called Ouija.
Oh, we actually find his shop.
Luigi.
No, Ouija. Like the Ouija board.
Luigi's better.
Alright. So you guys head in, and you might be. What exactly are you expecting Vanilla to be?
What are we expecting?
What are you expecting? Just out of curiosity.
Probably like his father, I guess. So another gnome, right?
Yeah, that's what Dr. Pepper was.
Yeah, for his father. So I assume
Fucking dragon.
I guess she assumes that he's gonna be another gnome.
Ha! Racist. Gotcha. Just kidding.
I mean, it's Ayla, so.
Oh no.
She's still learning.
Not forward thinking enough. Dr. Pepper would be displeased. So you walk in, and there's only one person in here. You see a half elf.
Okay, still not big difference. Still short in stature. Ayla, I guess, like, was she directed and said that this is his shop specifically, or?
And you know Vanilla is the owner.
Okay, she'll walk in with the others then and kind of just say, excuse me, hello.
Greetings.
Do you happen to know a Vanilla Pepper?
Vanilla Pepper. What has you looking for, old Vanilla Pepper?
Well, we had been speaking with his father, who said we'd be able to find him here in the capital.
I see. Is his father sending regards?
Oh, no, I was asking him, if he might know anyone, well-versed or educated in the matter of curses, specifically very strong ones. And he brought up, his son's name.
Very well. Give me just a moment. He gets up, goes into the back. Take a look around. Satoshi's taking a look around too. You see like mummified fingers and a lot of weird occult kind of items.
A cult or cult?
Occult.
Okay.
Bunch
got
of
it.
Faulty weirdos.
There's a
Does,
box of cultios over there in the corner.
does Ayla recognize any of the stuff in here?
Make a history check.
With her background, would she have advantage?
Sure.
12.
You do notice something. There is a ceremonial dagger in here that seems very familiar.
Oh.
This is a trap. Ayla's dead. The cultist grabs her here now.
So when you say familiar, do you mean like something she's seen or something she's quote unquote intimately familiar with?
Based off of that roll, It's kind of straddling the border of very to intimately.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh god. Okay. I guess while we're waiting for him to return, she will approach it to look at it more closely. And 1 second. So, can she, looking at it more closely, can she determine what this specific dagger is used for? Using her passive ability feature to have advantage on the check.
Sure.
All right. So, Arcana or religion check.
Go ahead and do a religion.
Okay. 18.
So, you take a look at this object. You take a very close look at this object. It feels like it's sucking you in for a moment. Make me a wisdom save.
Oh no. 16.
You feel very drawn in by this blade.
Stabbing.
I'm like, stab Satoshi!
Sacrifice him. You get drawn in very close. You feel, as you stare at this blade, you hear, rather, at first, something that has been alien to you for some time. Just a ba-dump in your ears, and for a moment you feel it pulsing in your chest. Before the hand of Satoshi on your shoulder pulls you out of it. Ayla, are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just, looking at this. Have you ever seen something like this before?
What, a dagger? Yes. Not quite like that one, but I've seen daggers.
As once again, Satoshi proves he's the dumb one.
She gives a jerky nod of her head and kind of looks over him, giving a small smile as she lightly pats the hand he put on her shoulder. Right. I might actually ask, the owner about this a bit. I'm curious.
Do you want to buy it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Alright. With that, you see the same half-elf walk out, only wearing glasses.
I fucking knew it.
Is he not here?
You are speaking to Vanilli now.
Oh.
I apologize. My brother Bold, he's a little odd. Very straight to the point. How can I help you? He gives you this very big smile.
Insight check that's true and not a twin.
But
8.
can't tell.
She gives a slow nod of her head. Oh, you must be twins then. Oh, okay. Well, she kind of glances back at the dagger again, kind of drawn from him before shaking her head and trying to focus on one thing at a time. Looks at him. your father actually directed us here in regards to any questions we might have.
Oh, okay. What questions do you have? How can I help?
Is it true that you happen to be rather well versed and educated on the matter of powerful curses?
Well, I am an expert within knowing about curses, though my renown is quite small. Honestly, those peddlers up at the kind of like lifts his hand in disgust and just hold it against his forehead and glasses. At the library, they think I'm a fool, but honestly, they don't know what they're talking about.
I see. Why is that?
Well, because what they know is simply a lie.
How so?
Well, they seem to believe that curses are simple things, easily dispelled, but that is not the case. At least powerful curses. What kind of curse are you even talking about?
It's a demonic curse, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a demonic curse, specifically, ailing an individual.
I see. Is that individual among you?
Not in this room right now, no.
Yes, that is quite good. That is quite good. Demonic curses, they are problematic. Very much so, as one might suspect. They tend to find a way to fight back. Do you know the nature exactly of the curse, what it's doing to this individual? There are so many varieties of demonic curses.
This one in particular, actually, Satoshi has similar looking scales on his arms, doesn't he? Leftover?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, she'll, ask, kind of gesture for Satoshi if he doesn't mind showing his arm.
Satoshi just kinda, well, I suppose it will help.
It looks similar to this, though, my friend here, his ailment was a little less extreme.
Vanelli looks over this guy. I see. A particularly powerful curse. Tell me about this friend who is experiencing such a thing.
What about him?
Just about him in general.
Insight, does he have ill intentions?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh no. Oh no!
He seems scared.
Yeah, she doesn't know. It'll just say, well, he is very friendly, very giving, and kind, helpful, for sure, and strong.
I see, those are good qualities to have. Certainly helps the curse from spreading faster. You must be very wary and careful about demonic curses because, well, the nature of being demonic is simply bad. Here's the thing about hosts of demonic curses. Your friend, how long has he been cursed exactly?
It's been a number of months now, right?
Yeah, it's been a few.
Almost half a year now, honestly.
Like half a year?
Close too, because we got this right when we got the castle.
Yeah. Almost half a year now.
Impressive.
We believe he only has about 6 days or so left.
Oh, why is that?
Um, Earlier research, helped us discover that.
Curious. Well, regardless, honestly, I'm surprised he's lasted that long. The thing about hosts of demonic curses is, well, the curse feeds off the host. Not only physically and spiritually, but also emotionally, and it gains power and traction through that. Normally, if you have an individual that is extremely belligerent and violent, the curse will grow faster. But not only that, but it grows stronger.
I see. I guess. I mean, from what we've found so far, the only means that we've discovered for removing it is passing it on to another individual, but are there other means of removing a curse?
Not any that can be done within 6 days, unfortunately.
I see. Then, what about. Is it possible to transfer a curse onto an object then?
Unfortunately, it's not so simple. There are specific objects that could be used, but they are quite expensive.
How expensive?
Well, kind of ponders a moment. Normally about, for a weak one, 10,000 gold.
Oh, 10,000. Me quickly checking my money.
You mean Davia's money?
Ayla has a lot too.
How does...
Keep in mind, that is a weak one. If the curse is too powerful, it's not going to work.
Oh. Do you happen to know other means then?
Well, you can always get a stronger item. Costs more money, but... Beyond that, sometimes killing the individual that has placed the curse upon you does the trick, but I would imagine either that is not an option, or that whoever placed this curse took special care to make sure that that couldn't happen. After all, that's normally the first thing people go for.
Then, is there no other way?
Well, again, unfortunately, not one quick enough for your friend.
Do you happen to know anyone who might know a way? Or someone maybe powerful enough to either remove it or transfer it onto something else?
He sighs and kind of gives you a softened look. I'm very sorry, ma'am. I've told you what I've granted you the knowledge that I have. An abridged version, of course. But it's simple enough to get you your answers.
You said that the curse feeds off of, negativity, right? A cruel person would be ailed by it quicker?
Well, a cruel person would certainly have the curse expand within them much faster. But it might also strengthen the curse as well. And who knows what results that could even have.
Then, if that's the case, is there not a possibility that, the curse then is drawn to such energy? And perhaps if, whether through a person or item, if we find something of, I guess, more evil nature, would it more willingly pass over?
Potentially. Though a curse doesn't quite have a will in that sort of nature, I guess. It's typically bound to the person, unless extracted or transferred through specific means, such as a curse transferal room.
Mm. And with a curse transferal room, what might be needed to make that work?
Well, obviously a person who's cursed, and then somebody who isn't. Or an object if you're able to find one in which it can actually be transferred to, but those are very expensive and rare.
Would you happen to have an idea of where such an item could be found?
Well, if you give me a few days, I can procure one. But again, they are very expensive.
How expensive?
Well, the weak one is 10,000 gold. A stronger one would be, well, more. I'd really need to see this individual who is cursed to determine what strength of a box it would need.
Okay. Okay, this is a place to start. No matter the cost, I'm sure everyone would be happy to help with that. And if we're short, I mean, my friend dealing with this is also a lord, so you would have, our people would be very, grateful to you and willing to assist with any, issues you may need taken care of.
Interesting.
Yes, I guess then, well, he's currently taking up care of other business in the capital, but, if I were to, fetch him and bring him here, would you be willing to look over and determine what sort of item might be needed?
Of course.
Oh, that's wonderful, thank you. I'm truly grateful for this, thank you.
Well, be grateful if I find a way to fix it. Not before.
And, okay, I guess then all that's left is to fetch him. Before doing that though, I actually have one more, other question, if that's alright.
Go on.
She glances over towards the dagger and then back towards him. If you don't mind me asking, where did you procure that, an item like that?
Oh, that? That was found from an archaeological dig.
Where?
Oh, Starts to think a moment. I don't remember what the place was called, but there was this small island near the coast of Krylvania. They found ancient ruins that they were excavating and found this dagger. Of course, I purchased it because it was interesting, but I have no idea what it was used for. It just seemed odd.
I see. Well, it's a rather, interesting looking dagger.
Are you interested in buying?
I am actually, yes. If you're willing to part with it.
Well, for a price, I am.
How much?
I'm curious to see what you would name it's worth.
Looking over towards the dagger. What's it made of?
It is a jet black metal, from what you can tell.
And I guess if it's related to her stuff, has been doing some very not great, has been used for not great means, I assume.
More than likely.
Mm. Oh, it's really difficult for her to keep an expression off of her face, but she says, ooh, she's not much of a, not much of a liar. Ooh.
Well, I've actually done a bit of research on, this sort of thing, and honestly, for what that dagger's been used for, it's probably better, destroyed, but first and foremost, though, is investigating it and studying it more, of course, so in that sense, I guess, I'm not great with money.
She'll glance over towards Satoshi.
Satoshi, you handle weapons a lot. What do you think?
That thing does not seem much like a weapon. More ceremonial. Though I suppose in a pinch it could be used as a weapon.
I guess could I make a roll for a decent estimate?
Sure.
What would I roll?
Just roll a d20. Intelligence roll.
Oh, intelligence.
Intelligence.
11.
Anywhere between 1,000 to 250 gold, you'd estimate.
Okay. I guess I'll aim somewhere in the middle. And say,
I guess around 650 gold or so.
Vanelli arches a brow. Well, aren't you a high roller? Tell you what, you seem like a nice girl. I'll make you a deal. 300 gold and it's yours.
Oh, that is very kind of you. Thank you. I'd be happy to.
Though to be warned, bad luck follows that blade.
I bet.
she tries to keep her shoulders from slumping. She'll hand over 300 gold.
Okay.
And as a note, though, with handling it, she's gonna take out like 2 like cloths or rags or something, and not directly touch it.
All right.
I'll wrap it up in the rags and put it away.
Yeah, latrine curse items like you treat like a dog turd you find on the street. It's like you.
Basically.
This will protect me against the magic. I have a thin piece of cloth between me and it.
It's more the symbolism behind it that she just does not want it.
I know, it's just the image.
And yes, Storma, taking some notes. I guess, how would I label this in my inventory?
For now, college is the ceremonial dagger.
Ceremonial dagger.
Why do I have this weird feeling Victor's gonna end up with that in his leg at some point?
Oh god.
Dagger. Bought from... So is it specifically when she looked at it that she, like, heard a thump thump, or did she feel it?
She first heard a heartbeat, and then felt a heartbeat.
Okay. Got it. Alrighty. She'll smile softly at the store owner and again just say,
Again, thank you. I'll go ahead and fetch my friend and bring him here.
All right. Do keep in mind, I do close at 10 o'clock.
what time is it right now?
Probably like 6 p.m.
In the prison, does she know how far that is?
It's on the other side of town.
Oh god. Ayla kind of thinks that over. She's just like,
He's currently at the prison, so, I wouldn't want to force you to keep your store open too long, so we can try in the morning if that works better.
Well, play it by ear, see what happens.
Okay, thank you. See you later then.
You as well.
she'll just give him another smile and turn away. Smile falling to a much more uncomfortable look as she'll head on out, gesturing towards the others.
All right. So we'll jump back to the other party. It's been like a good 20 minutes.
We're just reading magazines in the office.
Someone would kind of bring up a topic while they're away from anyone else in a hushed voice. Right, considering this, I've been thinking about it. Could we not just resurrect Satoshi if it comes to worst?
I have an odd feeling that this curse would not let such a simple thing occur. If it were, you could just honestly kill me and resurrect me.
Right. I mean, that is gone.
The Skycore would have obviously put that into account, I am certain.
Still a possibility.
Rather low one. It's also possible that resurrecting him doesn't resurrect Satoshi, but rather the creature he becomes.
This is also very true.
Well, I suppose if worst comes to worst and we do end up using Satoshi, it wouldn't hurt to at least try it if he's going to die anyway.
Indeed. It is something to attempt. Though I have my doubts it would be viable.
I'm at least trying to think of alternatives here.
No, it is a good thought.
This is true. We can't really put our trust in anyone else to figure anything out, so...
Would cutting the arm off still not work?
Nope. I think the arm does not work.
Have you tried?
We are not going to cut his arm off.
We have established that it wouldn't work. The arm is just the physical representation of the spread. The curse is in the blood, or perhaps soul. Maybe better terminology, Everin.
Nibby, what does Skycore hate the most, would you say?
What does Skygor hate the most?
Happiness.
Yeah, happiness. Yeah, I was about to say happiness. I assume, like most demons. Peace, love, joy, that sort of thing.
Actually, does your curse have to be attached to living flesh?
If you are referring would a dead body work for the transference room, I would assume yes. Again, if you could just use a dead body, don't think the curse would transfer. It probably needs like a living horse sort of thing to jump to. Otherwise, it might not detect it.
Davi kind of smirks a bit and kind of gives like a little shrug. She's just like, "What about the living dead?"
Okay, I'm not sure whether Jubei would think this or not, but I was like, did you just suggest killing Ayla?
That is what she's suggesting, but
I figured. But, there's only one undead person we know that, excluding the fact that Victor isn't here with his skeletons.
Davi just kind of gives like a half shrug. She's just like, I mean, it is just a suggestion.
We are not killing Elo.
Testy.
I wouldn't suggest putting Squishy in their ear.
Look, if it apparently doesn't work with animals, I don't think it'll work with anything other than another humanoid creature.
Squishy is not an animal.
I didn't say squish. I wasn't talking about animals. I was talking about when I was suggesting animals before.
Davio leans over to Jubei to whisper, and it's just like, I mean, if it has to be humanoids, then again, it's just a suggestion, Jubei.
Davia, we don't need to worry about sacrificing anyone else. Do not worry. Hopefully things here will work out fine. Besides, Ayla is also looking for a possible alternative as well. Perhaps she gained fruit from her expedition.
Kind of gives him like a, you really think that?
He just kind of gives a shrug as like, stranger things have happened.
She's quite capable.
Davi will insight. I know, but Davia doesn't, so... No, okay.
What were you trying to insight?
She's just inciting, like, just because Esteban keeps defending every time she keeps saying something about Ayla.
Oh.
So just trying to get a better idea of the relationship there, but she's just, I guess with that insight, she's just like, Esteban just cares about people, ew.
Jubei is just, in either case, as I say, we have things worked out. There is a worst case scenario to work out here, but until we get to that point, well, hopefully the warden will be willing to listen to our plea, or perhaps the ruler of the country, of the city, may be the one who we have to speak to directly in the end.
Alright.
We'll see.
We have a few days anyways to work this out.
That is true. But out of curiosity, though, if we don't have any luck with the whole prison thing, I mean, it wouldn't actually hurt if we looked for some robber, whatever, out on the streets, would it? I mean, as long as we do not get caught.
Pinches the bridge of his nose.
Probably best not to just find some random schmuck who may just be down on his luck for this Davia. As I say, we can attempt to see what we can find. I suppose rather than a robber, we could find out if there is an organized criminal activity in the city and, I don't know, make a hit on a mob boss sort of thing.
Yes, they are.
Maybe we shouldn't say this inside of a prison.
I mean, we're
No.
whispering.
I mean, they know why we're here.
Yeah.
Jubei was straight up and honest with them.
Well, it still should be courteous that we don't talk about trying to hit people.
I mean, we kill people all the time. I don't see what the big deal is.
I know, it just feels weird talking about it like in a place like this.
This is the best place to talk about it.
I mean, yes, but
This is the place where you can get thrown into jail for talking about such things.
Kind of gives like a little shrug.
In any case, we will wait to see what if the warden will meet with us.
Actually, speaking of getting thrown in jail, though, is there like a I don't know if they'd have it in this place that we're waiting in or not, but like, is there like a wanted poster like lineup or anything like that?
Howdy, bud.
Funny you should ask.
Yeah, I was just thinking that like, should Davia be in here?
Funny you should ask.
Any of us else wanted? Wait, every could be wanted still.
Funny you should ask.
Every could still be.
I was wondering when you guys would think of that. Like, wait a minute.
Two of our members might be wanted.
Davia was the scourge of the seas. All these nations are island nations. Hang on a minute.
Wait,
Oh, no.
Are either of us up there?
No, you guys don't see any wanted posters. This is a prison. They have no need for wanted posters.
Yeah,
in here.
prisons don't have one. If we were in like the police house, that would be a bigger deal. But they're more about like these are the ones who've been caught. They're not looking for the ones who are loose.
Okay.
Exactly. All right. After some time passes, Susie walks out. All right, it took a lot of convincing, and he's a little angry because he's going to skip his lunch for this. But you guys, or I should say his dinner, you guys have a meeting with him.
Very appreciated.
Treat him to a dinner.
All right, please follow me.
You will follow.
Yep.
All right. So you all follow. The warden's room is pretty big. He's got these nice big windows that look over part of the city, and he's got all kinds of. It's not for another like half a year.
Okay, just was wondering.
What's it called? There's also a lot of memorabilia. This guy, you see that he's looks like he's been a city guard for some time. There's awards all over the place. And his chair's faced away from you as you all kind of take a seat. And he turns around and he's in this nice white suit. He's got this big cowboy hat on.
Boy, you just had to go with the classic, didn't you, Nano?
I had to go with the classic.
Does he also got a cigar?
He does have a cigar.
Does he
He's,
have assless chaps, cowboy boots?
No, what?
I don't know.
He's a Southern warden area. He's very classic.
I second Aries' question.
Does he have jeans or something?
Dude, is he
a
Doug
lasso?
Dimmadome from...
He's Doug Dimmadome.
From the Dimmadome?
Probably the best way to describe it, well, I guess actually nobody here probably watched much of The Simpsons, but he's almost like the Texan from The Simpsons. Just white suit, big hat.
No,
Yeah, like-
he's Dimmadome now. That's my only thing of how I see him from now on.
Well, Doug Dimmadome is who I was thinking of when I made this guy. So
He is Doug Dimmadome. He
Doug
is
Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome with the Dimmadome.
Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome.
Yeah, Doug Dimmadome. Yep, that's another one. Yep.
I hate this.
So let's just see what we're talking to.
This is who you're talking to. But I'm gonna end the session there.
No!
No!
I am hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
That sounds like
Can
a
we-
you problem.
Can we at least talk to him?
I am hungry, and this is gonna take a while. I know how you guys are.
I want to take like a break so you can eat
This
and you can come
sounds
back.
like you take a break, you eat,
Yeah.
and we...
I
Yeah.
gotta cook it.
We can wait for. I can wait for a while.
Oh, Christ.
I want to talk to. Doug Dimmadome.
You want to talk to Doug Dimmadome?
This is
This is all your fault, Everin.
What did I do?
You bent reality.
I mean, yes, because I don't want Satoshi just to die. I want everyone to be happy and have a happy ever after, Nano.
I knew he won't die anyways.
Reality is often disappointing, Everin. Remember that.
I know, maybe for you, but for me, I want to make it lighthearted and amazing.
I also want to learn more about this Jagger thingy.
Yeah, I know. We've tripped into another horrible experiment upon one of like we. I would laugh if this whole side quest ended up with Ayla turning into a demonic culture worshipper because the dagger takes over her mind without her knowledge.
Honestly, give the
Oh,
dagger
boy.
to Everin. I want to see what happens.
Oh my god.
Ayla's not letting anyone touch the dagger.
Honestly, the only one who'd probably be even ironically reasonably responsible with such a with such an item might be Victor, if only because he would take it as a scientific study item and would treat it with respect for it.
Cat should not be allowed to have any cursed items because she will immediately attune to it and see what it does.
Ayla is going to destroy.
S1 can identify such things.
That is very true. She wants to learn more about it and then destroy it.
Jibbe can identify too.
Can we talk to Duck Dimmadome? The Dimsdale Dimmadome?
You can.
Needs the food.
Go get your
Next
food,
session.
Nano. We'll
We'll chill.
we'll chill while we wait for you, Nano.
Oh my god.
We're not giving you a choice.
We can end the fucking session. Oh my god.
Why not? We want to talk. No. Let us talk to Duck Dimmadome. You gave us you made us invested in a character. You must know everything about him.
We haven't even met him. He's literally just name dropping Doug Dimmadome, and you guys are already like, yes, we need him.
He's my favorite NPC now.
We'll see how long he remains your favorite NPC.
Oh, he's my favorite NPC for the moment. I wouldn't know.
You out.
You gotta disappoint me by showing me how terrible he is, but I will just continue to love him until you show me otherwise.
Just as soon as we enter, he immediately yells at us. There we go.
Oh boy.
I mean, Doug Dimmadome's worth the wait
He
for
doesn't
getting
even have a hat.
He does have a hat.
It was a lie. It was a ruse.
No, go get your food. Let us meet Doug Dimmedome soon.
Oh my god. Let him end the session if he wants.
Yeah, if you need to end the session, that's fine.
Fine.
You will get
Yeah,
to talk.
that's fine. And you just see this little red dot on your forehead.
I just want to meet Doug Dimmedome. With him is Doug Dimmedome.
You will get to meet Doug Dimmadome.
Yeah,
Next
Of the
session.
Of the Doug
Remember it.
Dimmedome.
You
You have a reason to show up next time now.
That's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like, I would have had more reason if I got to meet Doug Dimmedome of the Dimsdale Dimmedome.
Oh god.
I'm gonna only say his full name. I'll have you know this.
Oh gosh.
I cannot wait to meet him. I am anticipating. I am ready. My body is ready.
Disappointed.
I don't care.
It is only appearance.
As long as he looks like Doug Dimmadome of Dimsdale Dimmadome, I'm happy.
I can pass on Doug Dimmadome. Give me the lore.
Give me his I need everything about this
The
man.
dagger is called Mick.
Oh no.
He's like half Southern, half like Irish or something.
Italian.
Italian.
He's Southern Italian.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Luigi's and Mario's is like a third twin brother that got like possessed by a dagger.
It's called Giuseppe.
Just
Giuseppe Mario's their older brother. Everybody, he's the unknown Mario.
mm-hmm. I want to miss Doug Dimmadome. I'll wait for him soon enough.
Just watch YouTube videos of Doug Dimmadome.
I will, in anticipation and waiting.
All right. Well, since we're done, I will now stop recording.
Alright, sorry. I got really happy when I